Okay, so let's go look at some problems, some sample problems from a homework. If you had to solve 3 to the x equals 27, what do you have? Can you write the same base on both sides? 27 is base 3. It's 3 to the what? 3 to the 3. So you can get rid of the bases on both sides and you're left with x equals 3. Number 2. What if you wanted to solve cubed root of 5 equals 5 to the a? It's a great question. Or you have a question. Oh, that's a good question. All right. On the left-hand side, cubed root of 5, you can rewrite that as 5 to the what power? 1/3. Cubed root of 5 is the same as saying 5 to the 1/3 equals 5 to the a. So what is a equal to? 1/3. Number 3. 3 to the power of negative 2x plus 13 is equal to 27. 27 is 3 to what power? 3 to the third. I think they're trying to drill that into you. Get rid of the both bases of 3, and you're left with negative 2x plus 13 equals 3. Now what? Minus 3? Minus 13 on both sides. So negative 2x equals 3 minus 13 is negative 10. X equals 5. Good. Number 4. 3 to the 3x minus 3 is equal to 1/9 to the x plus 4. 1/9 is 3 to what power?
No, it's a negative 1.
You know it's going to be negative because it needs to go down to the denominator. But 3 to the what is 9? 3 to the 2 is equal to 9. So 3 to the negative 2 is going to equal 1/9. Yep. So 3 to the negative 2 to the x plus 4 is equal to 3 to the 3x minus 3. Power to a power, what do you do? Multiply. So I have 3 to the 3x minus 3 equals 3 to the negative 2 times x plus 4. Now cross the bases out. 3x minus 3 is equal to, can you distribute? So you get negative 2x minus 8. Add 2x. X minus 3 equals negative 8. X equals negative 5. Good. That was number 4.
Wait, isn't 3x plus 2x is 5x?
Oh, yeah, it is 5x. Yep. Divide by 5 and x equals negative 1. Just kidding. And that's on recording. And I'm not editing. Good catch.
You're just testing us.
I was just making sure y'all were paying attention. You were. I'm appreciative of that. Number 5. 8 to the 2x plus 6 is equal to 32 to the x minus 2. Both sides can be written as powers of 2. 8 is 2 cubed, and 32 is 2 to the 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32. So 2 to the 5th is 32. Bless you. Bless you again. Okay, what do you have when you kill the bases? 3 times, bless you again. 3 times 2x plus 6 equals 5 times x minus 2. Distribute. And then get x's on one side, constants on the other. You good there? I want to get to the later ones, and we don't have much time left. Okay, number 6. I have 2 to the 5x plus 8 equals 5 to the 7x. Do you have the same base? No. So you get to pick. What base do you want to take the log of both sides? Base 2, sure, why not? I'm going to do log base 2 equals log base 2 of 2 to the 5x plus 8 equals 5 to the 7x. Okay, when I do that, the left-hand side turns into just 5x plus 8. On the right-hand side, the exponent sprouts legs, and you get 7x times log base 2 of 5. I have 2 things with x's. I need to get them on the same side so I can factor the x out. I'm going to subtract the 5x from both sides. And why do I do that? I only have to move one thing. I only had to move that 5x over. Now, on the right, I can factor out an x. If I factor out an x, what is left? 7 log base 2 of 5 minus 5. Divide both sides by this, and you've isolated your x. So x equals 8 over 7 log base 2 of 5 minus 5. Just to give you a heads up, it wants the exact solution, which is this, and it also wants a decimal solution rounded to 4 decimal places. So you're going to have to type it into your calculator. Okay, question 7 is very similar to 6. Okay, question number 8 has e to the 2x minus 11e to the x minus 42 equals 0. If I wanted to factor x squared minus 11x minus 42 equals 0, what would my 2 factors be? (14 and 3, right? Minus 14 and plus 3 would give you minus 11x minus 42. Trust me on that. All right. Okay, this equation is quadratic in form, meaning I can do e to the x plus 3 times e to the x minus 14. Because if I FOILed, what is e to the x times e to the x?
EX squared. Oh, wait.
E to the x plus x, which is e to the 2x. When I did the outer and the inner terms, what's e to the x times negative 14 plus 3 times e to the x? That would give you the negative 11 e to the x. And then when I did the last terms, I would get negative 42. Okay, so when I factor this, when I factor that equation, I get that. Now I need to set both of those factors equal to 0 and solve for x. So if e to the x plus 3 equals 0, e to the x would equal negative 3. How do I solve that equation? I need to take the log of both sides. What base? How about base e? Because what is ln of e to the x? Just x. So x equals natural log of negative 3. Does a little flag go off? Go up?
That's a negative, that's a no solution.
That's a no solution. Can't do that. Can't take the natural log of a negative number. Okay, what if the other factor, e to the x minus 14 equals 0? E to the x equals 14. Take the natural log of both sides. And x will equal natural log of 14. Is that okay? Yep, that's perfectly fine. You're a happy camper. Question 9 is very, very similar. Now let's go to question 10. Log base 2 of x equals 4 minus log base 2 of x minus 15. Is the log isolated? Nope. You need to get the logs on the same side, right? So I need to add this log to get it over here. Log base 2 of x plus log base 2 of x minus 15 is equal to 4. All I did was add log base 2 of x minus 15 to both sides. Okay, is the log isolated? Nope. I've got 2 logs over here. How can I make that into 1? You see that I've got a plus? So I need to multiply. I need to multiply that times that. So I have log base 2 of x times x minus 15 is equal to 4. Now what? Is it isolated? It's isolated. Log base 2 of, that's by itself. Now I need to convert to what? Go to exponential. How? Do your circle thing exactly. 2 to the 4 equals x times x minus 15. What kind of an equation is that? Quadratic. 16 equals x squared minus 15x. How do you solve a quadratic? Subtract 16, get it equal to 0. X squared minus 15x minus 16. Now you need to factor that. Set both factors equal to 0, solve for x, and then go check. What number was that? 10? Number 11. Log of x squared plus 5x is equal to log 6. You've got log equals log. What can you do?
Cross them out.
You're left with x squared plus 5x equals 6. So do x squared plus 5x minus 6 equal to, and then factor. Set both factors equal to 0, solve for x, and then what do you need to go do? Check it. Good. Number 12. Natural log of x plus natural log of x minus 7 equals natural log of 9x minus 55. Do another multiply thing because you need to get that into one log. So what do you get? Tell me. X squared minus 7x equals ln of 9x minus 55. Kill them. X squared minus 7x equals 9x minus 55. So you get x squared minus 16x plus 55 equals 0. Factor and check. You got it. That's 12. 13 is very similar. 14. I have 5 log base 6 of 7x plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 13. Is it isolated? No. You ultimately want that by itself. What would you do first, though? Subtract 3, then divide by 5. Good. So subtract 3, and you have 5 log base 6 of 7x plus 1 equal to 10. Now divide by 5. Log base 6 of 7x plus 1 is equal to 2. It's isolated. You leave it alone and go home. I'm kidding. You do the circle thing. Yep, you convert.
The circle of log.
Can you feel the love? All right, 6 squared equals 7x plus 1. 36 equals 7x plus 1. 35 equals 7x. X is 5. Go check it. If x is 5, can that happen? Log base 6 of 36, can you do it? Yes. So that is a solution. Say it again. Where'd the 2 go? The 2 got raised up. It got promoted. It's a new job. It's now an exponent. What number was that? 14? 15, and we've done one just like it. 16 we have. 17 we're good. You're going to do a number one? Kind of like the application problem? 18. Use the model. It gives you the 2 problems. Where A is the future value P of dollars invested, blah, blah, blah. if 12,000 is invested in an account earning 5.5% interest compounded continuously, determine how long it will take the money to double. Okay, so you're going to invest 12,000 at 5.5% compounded continuously. How long to double?
So you want 24,000.
So what formula are you going to use?
APK.
PERT. A equals P e to the RT. So P is 12,000. What's A?
24,000.
24,000. E to the 0.055 T. This is the last one. Multiply or divide both sides by 12,000. So you get 2 equals, I know several of you have to go. Go. 2 equals e to the 0.055 t. Take the ln. So you get ln of 2 equals 0.055 t. Divide both sides by 0.055.